Wolfe flies along the M1 on her motorcycle heading northeast. Normally vigilant, she now borders on paranoia, constantly watching for vehicles following her. When she's about halfway to the destination Yushkov has given her, she leaves the freeway and heads for a multi-story car park. She knows it has 2 exits. She's done her homework. Killing the engine in a dark corner on the first level, she waits. Her hand rests on her holster. From her vantage point, she has a clear view of the entry boom gates. In 10 minutes, only 4 vehicles enter, none of them suspicious. Perhaps Yushkov is wrong. Where is the assassin he claims is watching her? She leaves via the rear exit, which takes her to a different street from the one she used to enter. Accelerating, she weaves in and out of the traffic, watchful for speed cameras and police cars, but determined to flush out anyone following her. She checks her mirrors every few seconds. As far as she can tell, no one manoeuvres to keep up with her. Her next stop has also been carefully researched, a biker's bar. She leaves her motorcycle in the midst of 20 or so others parked out front and enters the bar, called the Workshop. Inside, a band plays heavy metal. The air is hot and thick with the smells of leather, cigarettes, beer and chips. She orders a Castle lager and a beef burger, takes them to a seat and sits down on a high stool facing the front window so she can watch both her bike and new arrivals. She doesn't touch the beer. She has to keep her wits about her, but she bolts the burger, then checks the time. 11:37 p.m. You haven't touched your beer. Standing near her, a man who looks to be in his 30s with a long but well-groomed auburn beard and buzz-cut hair. He grins at her. His pupils are too wide. His manner is a little too intense. He moves from foot to foot repeatedly. She wonders what he's on. Here, she replies, you have it. She pushes it along the narrow table towards him. I've got to go anyway. But you just arrived. What's the rush? I'll get you something else. What would you like? Perhaps he's just chatting her up. Or is he a killer? Wolfe flicks a look out of the window. Another bike pulls up. No new cars. No sign of Blunt's Prado. No apparent interest in her. Except for this guy. You a regular here, she asks. Yeah. He sits on the stool next to her, his feet twitching up and down repeatedly. Wolfe leans in. Do you know the barman? Yeah, why? She drops her voice, forcing him to lean close. Just heard the cops are about to raid this place, tonight. She slides off the stool. I'm out of here. He jerks his chin up. How do you know? Scanner. Police radio. You serious? Wolfe nods and heads for the door, then looks back. He's talking to the barman. Word spreads fast, as she had hoped. Wolfe pulls on her helmet, straddles her motorcycle, and waits. It's not long before half a dozen others get on their bikes. Like a motorcade with identical cars switching places to disguise which the VIP is in, Wolfe leaves the car park amidst 6 other bikers, secure in the knowledge it will be virtually impossible in the darkness to work out which bike is hers.